my name's Kody Fry. I'm originally from Gastonia, North Carolina. I typically say Charlotte because no one in their right mind is going to know where Gastonia is, right? I came to ISU by way of Clemson University, where I spent 4.5 years. My advisor and close friend there, Joe Mazer, actually came into the same master's program that I'm currently in here at ISU, and he convinced me that it was worth giving a try. I'd never heard of Illinois State or Normal in my life, and here I am. I am a transplant, yes.
How does this place compare to back home for you?
Actually, I've never really thought about comparing it back home. See, I feel like I've been more drawn to like the Bloomington side of things in a lot of ways, simply because I work on that side of town. But I definitely have noticed a lot of the local culture, some of the local businesses, and that speaks a lot to what I'm used to back home, right? Locally owned, like if you're from Bloomington, you know all about this place. If you're from Normal, you know all about this place. So I like to get involved in that sort of thing.
What's your coolest thing that you've seen here so far since you've been here in this local culture?
Coolest thing that I've seen so far?
Or that you've done, that you've experienced?
Well, some of the ISU stuff was pretty cool. The Corn Festival was pretty cool. That was fun. I went to the YMCA Strong Kids block party Saturday night, which was a lot of fun. Right? I just realized today that I'm good friends with the owner of Elroy's and Reality Bites, who comes into downtown Bloomington, or comes into the Y all the time. So I don't know. I just think I really like meeting like the people who are from this area and who know this area really well.
Are you happy here?
Absolutely.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Right now, it's kind of I think being a professor would be pretty cool. Right, I think getting my PhD would be pretty neat, because for me, the way I look at it, I've always wanted to do something where I can try to be a leader, right? Not saying I would be, but I can try, right? And again, it goes back to, maybe it's too narcissistic of me, but I love being the center of attention. So when I kind of put those two things together, I'm like, well, I love leading the classroom, right? And maybe if some students buy into my teaching philosophy or what I'm trying to get them to learn, then it could change their life, right? So I kind of see that as a mixture of those two things. So I think that's what I want to do.
What is your teaching philosophy?
Oh, was that a planned question, or was that one off the top?
That was off the top of my head. Off the top. You said it. I had to ask.
Yeah, I get it. So I think it's all about building relationships, right? I think every student learns at a different level. So I think as a teacher, as the instructor, if you can get to know those students and get to know them inside and out of the classroom and know what works best for them, then maybe you can tailor your teaching style to that, right? A lot of the things we do here are really standardized and maybe don't work the same way that they do for everyone. So I don't know, I think it goes back to, can you get to know your students, get to know how they learn, and can you adjust yourself to help them, right? It's all about helping them succeed.
Yeah.
It's never been about, did I come out of the classroom feeling like I crushed it that day, but how did I feel like they absorbed that lesson, right?
Tell me about your saddest moment in life.
My saddest moment?
The saddest moment. I want to know about it.
Yeah, okay. I got one. So, growing up my whole life, I played soccer, right? Like I was a pretty good soccer player, right? I wanted to go play at a D1 school. Like I talked to a couple of Division I schools, and I really wanted to go play soccer there. I didn't want to have to pay for college, right? Whatever I could do to make it easier on my family so they wouldn't have to pay and take out loans for me to go to school. And then junior year of high school, I tore my ACL, right? Just never really, I physically recovered, but mentally just never got in the mindset from there, and never went on to play anymore. That was it. I quit my club team. High school was kind of a joke, so that didn't really matter anyway. But yeah, I never really fulfilled that dream. I still, like, it's my favorite sport to watch. If it's the only thing I could watch, I would. I kind of live vicariously through that, but I never got to live up to those expectations I had of myself.
So how'd that change you, going through that experience?
I don't know. I think I was so set on achieving that and so set on, playing at that high level that when it didn't happen, really had to kind of readjust where I wanted to go, right? And I think since then I've just been open to a lot of new things, right? If something comes along and maybe it's going to change a mindset of mine, I'm here in Normal, Illinois, right? Like I said, never thought somewhere I'd be, but it was suggested by my friend, my advisor. I flew up here for a Saturday and a Sunday and then moved here, right? And that was it. So I guess one big life change like that, changing my career path, has just kept a string of changes going, right? And I'm not afraid of them. I just kind of take them as they go. So.
Oh, you said afraid. So thank you for saying that. What are you most afraid of?
It's like every question.
You lead me into it every time. You know where I'm going. You know.
What am I most afraid of? So we talking about like tangible things, like I'm afraid of snakes.
What are you most afraid of?
Let's see. Clemson football having a losing season. I don't know, maybe just not being as successful as I see myself being, right? Like I've always told myself I don't need like a lot of money to be happy one day. I just need, you know, a family and a job that I'm proud of, right? And then I just kind of feel like if I can't get that one day, then I feel like I'd be pretty hurt by that, right? Like I don't need a whole lot. I just need something to live for, maybe.